Tom, Avan, how you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Good.
I'm good. It's a pleasure to speak with you both. The movie was fun. You guys were good. It was scary. You guys killed it in your roles, no pun intended. And I'm curious because we're all kind of close enough in age, I think, to have had similar experiences if we experienced Resident Evil when it was new for the first time. I'd love to hear from you guys. Do you remember? Because I was too scared. I played it for the first time. I turned it off. I called my mom. I was like, we got to get Mario instead. And then I revisited it later when I was older and braver. Do you guys remember kind of your first introduction to it? Did you have a similar experience, Tom? I'll go to you first with that one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. How old are you?
I'm 29.
Right, because I'm 36. So I was like 11, 12? I think, or yeah, probably like 11 or 12 when I first played the game. And yeah, like yourself, it was my first experience of being scared while playing a game. I said, before that, I suppose like Doom was before that, and Wolfenstein and those kind of games. But it was the first one, because you play these games thinking, oh, it's like quite intense, but you had no idea that you're actually going to be properly scared. I'd barely watched any horror movies at that point, so to have that experience where you're actually in control of the game was defining. It was genre defining, really.
Yeah, my mom still makes fun of me for it to this day. Sorry, go ahead, Avan.
Yeah, everyone has this. The thing about Resident Evil is it's multi-generational, right? There's so many different versions of people getting into the games and just in general into, Resident Evil 4 is my game. That's the one that I grew up with and got into. I remember playing 2. I remember playing 1, but vaguely. But everyone has this sort of memory who's around our age or even young, everyone, of like being over at someone's house. It's like 2:00 in the morning. You're like 3 sodas deep, you're caffeinated, and you're like, don't want to turn the corner in Resident Evil. And your friend, you give the control over to your friend, and he does the, like just being a little, that to me is like, those are the memories that people have of Resident Evil, is that fear, that, and that's what I think, when Johannes went to go make the movie, he really was like, I think, very aware of like, that is the thing that is culturally significant about this particular IP, or this, what does it mean to Resident Evil? That's what Resident Evil means. So he just concentrated on the horror, and he's a horror guy himself. And that's all over the DNA of the film.
Yeah. It comes through. The game homage really comes through, and I appreciate that you guys included all that stuff. It was a lot of fun. And Avan, your character, your Leon, seems to be the character who, if you look at it from like the audience lens, he has the closest perspective to what we're feeling, like being caught off guard by everything that's going on. I'd love to hear from you. What was kind of your moment on set that you were like, oh, we're in this now? Because it does click for Leon. I want to hear when it clicked for you too, that you were surrounded by this immersive world.
It's funny because we shot it in sort of a similar order. Like we shot the beginning parts of the film at the beginning of the production. So I was like not in the Leon outfit. I was just dressed as like a cop and doing scenes. And I was like, what is this? Are we doing it? Like I was, I wasn't sure. Maybe the first, as I am on almost every project I've ever been on, the first 3 days or 4 days, I was just like, I don't know, if I'm in it yet. And then, I'm not there yet, as far as like my experience with it, not the movie was going great. My experience with it. And then, day 4 hit, and I got the cut off gloves and I got the armor on, and, now he's got a gun, he's got it out, he's pointing it at zombies. He's got the flashlight, he's got the Leon pose. And I was like, oh yeah, okay. Now we're cooking with gas. I feel like, I felt like that's when it like sort of clicked for me.
Yeah, that was the way you guys nailed some of that imagery, some of the poses, the costumes, the attitudes of these characters. Those are some of my favorite things in the movie. And Tom, listen, I'm a big comic book fan. You're no stranger to comic book adaptations. You've done Umbrella Academy. Now you're adapting a video game. I said the same thing to Robbie because I think my favorite comic book character of all time, Nova, is a character both of you would be good fits for. Have you ever dabbled in a thought of that? Because there are fans who want you in that role. I'm one of them. I'd love to hear your thoughts on like a Marvel, DC, or just specifically Nova, because that's a great, cool character.
Hang on. I want to look him up.
You're finding this out for the first time. If he ends up being cast as Nova, because he, after this interview, goes and calls his agent.
Oh, I've seen this guy.
I got his helmet on the wall over here.
Yeah.
If he does that, then you have to come be his on-set advisor, his comic book liaison.
Nova is Marvel, right? Is it Marvel?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Well, he's not been done yet. So that, I mean, you know what? I'm going to do my research on him now.
Yeah, man, get it.
And yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about him, so I couldn't actually comment yet. But I'd like to comment once I've done some research on him. There's a few things that get.
You and Robbie can battle it out for that part.
Yeah. I'd be interested to see Robbie in that character just from an entertainment perspective. I think it'd be very good.
Well, listen, guys, thank you so much for the time, and congrats on Resident Evil. I can't wait for everybody to get a chance to see it.